Alright. Excuse me. Well, hello again, everyone. Josh here with Josh's Lawn and Landscape. Welcome back to the channel. I want to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching the videos and commenting. Appreciate those that have liked the videos. Everybody who has subscribed to the channel, thank you. If you've watched a few videos, again, as always, and you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. And if you want to keep in touch when a new video is posted, you can ring the notification bell also down at the bottom. And that'll let you know when I post any new content, whether it be mowing or irrigation or pine straw or whatever it is. Heading over here to the lake house property. Did a little preview in the previous video of the timer, and I'm going to meet the electrician. He said he was going to be here about 5, he thought, so hopefully maybe he's running a little bit ahead of time, but maybe if not, I'll have a few minutes when I get there maybe to go over a couple of things before we get the timer hooked up. And then once we get that hooked up and he's done his part, then excuse me, I can go into a little more explanation and give a good solid visual with everything actually working. Okay, so I got everything. The flex pipe is all crimped off. I'll show you that and tell you why here shortly. And then most everything is covered up. I'll probably work on doing a little bit of that also until he gets here, if he's not here already. And so hopefully today is going to be a lot of progress towards getting everything flushed, getting everything covered up, and starting to put the heads in and getting those set and covered. So, and hopefully by tomorrow evening I will be able to wrap this one up, and we'll get a kind of a run through of the system once it's complete. So that's what's going on. Y'all stick around, see what I can get as far as footage, and hopefully there'll be maybe one more video after this one, and we'll be wrapping this one up and moving back to some mowing stuff. I know a couple people have enjoyed the series, I guess you would call it. I know Ray over at Ray's Lawn and Landscape, he's been watching, so and a couple others, and some of the usual suspects, as I say. So if it's your first time, go back and check out some of the previous videos, and let me know your thoughts, and we'll wrap this one up. We'll hop into it. Alright, y'all, real quick, this is what I was talking about with having the flex hose crimped off. And what this basically is they're all done like that, where every one of the heads go. Just crimped off, cut a little ring off of a piece of the 1-inch pipe and slide it over it. And what this allows you to do is flush the system and get all the sand out of the lines. So you'll do this on every head, and then once you get the water flowing to where you can turn the valves on, you don't even have to have the timer set up to do it, because you can manually open the valves. And what you'll do is turn that water on and to each zone, and then you'll go to each one of these, basically slide the ring off, open it up, and just let the water blow through the line for a few seconds, 5 or 10 seconds at the most, just to flush any loose particles out of the line near the head, and then crimp it back off, slide your ring back on it, and go on to the next one. So that's what that is. And so I'm going to get to covering up some more ditches in a couple of places, but you can see you got a head there and one up there. So kind of the first little note since I showed up here at the property. He's not here yet. I don't think. I'm just going to go sure he hasn't already been here. We'll set the timer box down there and then start covering up a few other places that need to be covered up. So, stick around. Alright, y'all. So here's the valve boxes. You see I got them in the ground. I put a little more dirt around them, mainly back here in the back. But I just wanted to show you. Here's my valves. You can see each one has 2 wires. One is for your common and one is for your zone wire. I'll show you what that is here. And this is zone 1. This is red. So your zone wire is that one. Zone 1, red wire. And then your common wire, which is your other one, goes to your right here, to your common. You can see I got the white wire, and then I have one wire, a jumper wire you may call it. It's the same white wire as the common. It crosses over to this box, and one of each of these wires ties to it. And you can see that right here. So you've got 3 wires, one off of each valve to your common, and then you've got 3 wires plus your jumper tied into your common right here. And then your other wire for each valve, one is for red. There you go, you can see it, red, orange, yellow. Goes to the other wire on each valve. Same thing here is blue, green, and brown. There's the green one. There's the brown one. And there's the blue one. Now these are what they call gel caps or gel nuts. It's basically a wire nut that has a protective gel in it to keep moisture out from your wiring. So that's how you hook that up. And then your wire actually runs in the ground over to your timer. And then you obviously have your common wire, which is one of these. This other common wire and this wire on the M, which I believe I'm saying stands for motor, is what comes off of the pump. So the pump is wired here. The power goes up to the breaker for the pump, to the relay, and then the common and power or motor wire comes out and comes up in here and hooks to power to the motor, common wire there, and then your common wire from your valves hooks in here, and then you can see red, orange, yellow, blue, green, brown, 1 through 6 corresponding to each of the valves that's in the box. Right now this is off. I've already set this, but you can see there's your date. Sorry, I got some gel on my phone there. You can set your day by going plus or minus. Move over. Same thing with your month. And same thing with your year. Once you're done with that, you hit over again. Set your time, plus, minus, minutes. If you want to run military time, you can. You can change this to a 24-hour clock. Then this one actually has 4 start times that you can put on it. I only see 1 program, but it has 4 start times that you can utilize. I typically start around 5 in the morning. That way you can water the lawn and then have time to absorb before it gets hot at say 9, 10 o'clock. So 5 o'clock, when the first one will start. This goes in 15-minute increments. You can change it so you can go back. If you wanted to, you would go to the second program. See, it's off. Same thing. Third, fourth. So you can water up to 4 times a day with this particular clock. Then you would go to your run times. And as I said, zone 1 2, 5, and 6 on this system are all rotor heads. So I'm running them a little longer because it's been so hot, around 30 minutes, so 32 minutes for 1. Zone 2. Zone 3 and 4 are spray heads, so you can see I've only got them running for 17 minutes. I may just change that to 18, but because those are constant sprays over the same area, each one of those heads. So that's why you can run them a little less, because they don't have to rotate. And then Zone 5 has rotor heads, or oscillating heads. So does Zone 6. So once you get that set, switch it to your watering days. You can see Monday's on. If I hit minus, watch the Monday emblem. See how it changed? It will not water on Monday. Same thing Tuesday. So if you hit plus, it stays on and moves to the next day. Turn Monday back on, turn Tuesday back on, and there it is. It's watering every day at 5 in the morning for those times. And right now I'm going to turn it off. And that's the basic wiring hookup. So got the timer hooked up. We have dry tested or turned over the pump to make sure it comes on. So as long as it primes up like it's supposed to and pumps the water, we are good to go. So I've got a 3/4 pipe here, which it doesn't go all the way up, but it's close enough to the clock. The wire is encased in this. It's just dry fitted, there's no glue. And then it goes down in the ground and follows the trench over to the valves. So this is the backflow assembly, if y'all remember. This is kind of a fail-safe if one of your valves starts leaking and you need to cut the water off to the system. I think with the way this is going to work, the pump's just going to cut off when it's off, so it's not constantly pumping water. But as a safety valve, obviously, you can turn one or both of these off, and when this one gets opened, it simply turns, and it will allow water to pass through when the pump kicks on. So what I'm probably going to do is, once I get this to turn on, I'll check and make sure the water's coming in here before I let it loose. I'll crack it just a little bit, and if it is, I'll open it up and let it go to the first zone, and that'll be it. Be back. Alright y'all, real quick, this is the last one. I've already done all the other zones. I got it on, got water flowing. So basically what I do to flush the line is I'll take this and slide it. I'm trying to do this one-handed, y'all, so bear with me. Slide it off. Open it up. And it'll push all the oil and the water out. Let it run for 5 or 10 seconds. And then just crimp it back off. Put the ring back on it. And we're about ready to put some heads on. Alright y'all, forgive the possible poor camera work as I do not have the tripod. So I've got to try to set this up where I can show you this, just one thing. I showed you the how I flushed the lines on the last line that I flushed. So what I'm going to show you now is how to assemble the spray nozzles in the spray head with one of those. So here we go. Alright, so you have your spray head. You've already put the barb in the bottom. Again, 1/2 inch barb. This is a Rainbird 1800 spray. It's a 4-inch spray, I think is what it is, which means that it pops up to a 4-inch height when it comes up. What these have is just a blank in there. Take this ring, pull it out, hold the head where it pops up, take this cap off, And what you'll have is the spray nozzle. I'll tell you about that in a second. And the filter. When you get a pack of the nozzles, they should come with enough of the filters for each one. So you'll put the nozzle down in the head, and it just simply screws onto the top like that. And one thing I always do, these are adjustable nozzles. If you can see, if you can, there's a little lip that moves. Always just make sure they're closed, so that way when you turn these on and they pop up, the heads are not spraying out, and you can adjust the start point on them before you open it up for the head to spray. So got a call coming in. I'll get back and explain the nozzles and the difference. Alright y'all, real quick, about to wrap this one up. It's getting close to 8 o'clock. Did have a rain shower earlier for about 15 or 20 minutes. Didn't get too bad, but I did stop for a little while to see what it was going to do. It did clear up, so I'm kind of going around and trying to continue filling in some low places and getting the trenches and stuff covered up, except right where the heads go. All the heads are assembled. As you saw in the previous part, I was discussing the spray heads right here. So let me turn the camera around so I can get a better view, make sure I'm getting everything in the picture, and wrap this one up by talking about the spray head a little bit and the nozzle. So here we go. So here's the spray head, and I just saw earlier putting the filter and the nozzle in. If you look at the nozzle, I don't know if it'll zoom in on it. Right there. Oh, there we go. You see right there where it says 15 van? I don't have a bag with that in it, but I do have another bag that has, here we go, these. And you see this bag says 18 van, and what that is you see here it says 18 foot 0 to 360. So I think I've mentioned in one of the previous videos that they make these from a 12 foot on up to, I believe, a 21 or 24, and it's 15 van, 12 van. I like to get the adjustable ones. I don't think they did at one time make specific ones for like 90s and 180s, but I think pretty much everybody now uses an adjustable. I don't know if I can get the nozzle pulled up. I'm going to set the camera down for a quick second and try to show you this. If you can see right there where the groove is, that's the stop on the top. And if you see this middle section, see how it spins? And it's got that little ear on it. So you can open that up all the way around, all the way back to 360 degrees, and it'll spray a full circle. Or you can adjust it like a 90. So it's what is 0 to 360, fully adjustable. And it's rated at a 15 foot spray. The screw in the top is the, I guess you'd say, the pressure screw, volume screw. Pressure screw, volume screw. You can tighten it down to reduce the spray distance on this head if you need to by a small margin. So you can do the same thing with the 12s and the 18s. So that's that about the nozzle that I was talking about earlier. And you can do the same thing on these rotor heads. There is a screw right inside of here, and I'll go over this again later, but there is a screw in here that actually does two things. It holds the nozzle in place that is right in top of the rotor head here when it pops up, and also you can tighten it down enough to reduce the spray distance on these heads as well. So I'll go over that when I'm putting the heads in some more and kind of show you how that works, and talk about how to do the adjustment on this, and show you the tool. And here's your rotational adjustment, and I'll go over all of that in the next video. So that's where I'm at. Hope y'all enjoyed the coverage of the valve and the timer, actually showing the wiring and how everything's working, along with the process of flushing the lines. I only did that one head, but hopefully you understand that basically that's what I do for all of them. Wherever that flex pipe is sticking up, I have it crimped, and I go to each one individually, and it allows any sand that may be settling in the pipe close to that head to just kind of blow it out, so that it doesn't push it up into the sprinkler head and mess with the filters or rotation on some of the rotors and things like that. So again, hope this was helpful. I'm going to pack it in for today. So once again, thank y'all. Shout out to all my subscribers. I did check earlier today. I think I was sitting at 698. So come on, y'all, somebody. Got to hit that 700 mark, marching on towards 1,000. So I got to get something together and come up with a good idea to make that push to 1,000. Maybe some kind of big giveaway or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still trying to get a couple things together for what I guess will probably wind up being a 700 sub giveaway. So I'm about to where I got a few things together. It's just going to be kind of a simple one to say thank you. And I'll figure out an entryway to enter into the giveaway and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this one. Not going to drag it out any longer. I have a tendency to do that. So thank y'all for the subscriptions, the comments, the likes. If you haven't and you've watched the videos, a few of them maybe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there at the bottom, and leave me a thumbs up. It helps promote the channel even more. Again, thank y'all, and y'all be safe, be kind, be blessed, and catch you on the next one. Thanks again, everybody.